Hello everyone. Today we're checking out how to integrate ComfyUI with other systems easily. The new way of doing this involves a protocol called MCP. Think of MCP like the HTTP protocol, but tailored for AI communications, specifically for agent-to-agent or application-to-application communication. You can think of MCP as a standardized USB port for efficient communications. For example, you might have desktop client apps, cloud code, or your own inference app like LM Studio that you run. With the standardized MCP protocol, you can connect these to your SQL server, or, in our case right now, the ComfyUI server, to generate images and videos. All of this can be done locally, with just a little setup, allowing you to streamline running an MCP server yourself. I'm not going to dive too deep into definitions or what exactly MCP means. Just remember, it's a standardized protocol for application-to-application communication, and now we're making that easy by using ComfyUI. I've mentioned before that, looking ahead to 2026, the AI world is moving toward more integrated workflows. Even though AI applications like ComfyUI won't just run as standalone tools anymore, there are tons of plugins and other apps integrating together. They'll form connections that communicate with AI agents to let ComfyUI generate images, videos, or handle multitasking. Recently, I shifted my perspective on what ComfyUI is. It's no longer just the main focus. Instead, it's one of many tools that enable image generation and multimedia creation in general. I found one of the easiest ways to set up ComfyUI as an MCP server through a GitHub repo, the ComfyUI MCP Server. This one is pretty straightforward to install and get running quickly. Here's what you do. Create a directory folder to store this GitHub repository by doing a git clone. Then, go into that folder and set up the requirements. Since you already have Python and dependencies like PyTorch installed, you're good to go. Because the requirements.txt file lists quite a few libraries that could affect my main system, but honestly, since only a few dependencies are needed, I ran it directly on my main system without setting up a virtual environment. Let's take a look at the folder structure. After downloading the MCP server script, I placed it under another folder called MCP just to keep things organized. I can run this ComfyUI MCP server completely standalone. What we need next is to open a command prompt window. The easiest way is to enable the command prompt. Navigate to the folder path and make sure your ComfyUI setup is already running. As you can see, my ComfyUI setup has already generated some images, so keep that minimized on your desktop. You can ignore it for now and let it run in the background. Now open the command prompt window where you've navigated to the MCP server folder. If you freshly installed the ComfyUI MCP server after cloning the repo, simply run pip install r requirements.txt. Since I'd already installed those, it went smoothly. Next, type python server py. This server py file, included in the GitHub repo, launches the MCP server for ComfyUI. As I mentioned earlier, keep the ComfyUI backend command prompt window open but minimized. Ignore it in your system while you open the MCP server and run the Python script. Once you press enter, you'll see it first checks your ComfyUI installation at the top. That's the first step. Then, it scans the workflow directory within the MCP server to ensure all JSON workflows can run properly. Finally, it sets up the MCP server endpoint. This endpoint is crucial because it's what your client apps will use. If you're unfamiliar with client apps, think of tools like LM Studio, Cursor, OpenCode, or Cloud Code that support MCP integration. These apps will connect to your MCP server using that endpoint. Let's head over to LM Studio. Many of you probably already know that LM Studio, similar to Olema, offers great MCP server integration, but in my opinion, LM Studio makes it even more user-friendly. Right in the chat area on the right panel, you'll see an Install button. Whether you're an advanced user or a beginner, integrating an MCP server here is super easy. What I did was click that Install button, which opened the mcp.json configuration file. As you can see, I currently have a blank MCP server configuration. Now, back to the ComfyUI MCP server documentation, scroll down to the section about configuring clients to connect with the MCP server. You'll see a bracketed section that enables running the MCP server. Copy that entire section. It contains the exact link you need to paste into your mcp.json file. Head back to LM Studio and paste that section in. You'll notice how clear and manageable the JSON structure looks. Later, when you connect multiple MCP servers, you can add a comma at the end of each entry and keep adding more. For instance, if you have 5 or 10 MCP servers, you can continue building the list. Right now, though, we're just running one, the ComfyUI connection. So, save the file at the bottom. Close the JSON file, and as you can see on the right panel, the ComfyUI MCP server is now listed. You can toggle it on whenever you want to use it. Start typing in the chatbot, and it will automatically fire up the MCP server, discover its features through the integration, and let you use those tool calling capabilities. Keep in mind that the language model you're using must support tool calling. In this case, the icon indicator shows that the model is trained for dual use. It's the Qwen 3.5b uncensored model, which you can find on Hugging Face. Load that model up, enable the integrations button in the chat area, and turn on the MCP server toggle. That's all it takes. Now, you can see all the available tools ready for you to call. Currently, I have an image generation tool for Z-Image Turbo, text to image. I can use this as a tool calling function within any language model workflow or client app connected to the ComfyUI MCP server. I'll talk about the specific workflows integrated into this MCP server later. There are some formatting changes needed after saving a workflow as an API format. For now, let's try something different. I'm going to run a batch of images simultaneously using specific dimensions and ask the language model to create 10 image text prompts for me via the ComfyUI MCP. Notice that my initial text prompt doesn't explicitly mention tool calling. The language model handles this intelligently on its own, determining which tool or ComfyUI workflow to execute. First, the model queries the ComfyUI MCP server to list available workflows. It identifies that the Z-Image Turbo text-to-image workflow is available and provides examples of how to run it. The first image gets generated, and you can check the results right here. Since I requested 10 images, the process repeats 10 times. Click the option to allow continuous tool execution so it doesn't ask for confirmation every time. Meanwhile, head back to ComfyUI. You'll notice the UI diagrams aren't directly related here. On the front end, you can delete the diagram nodes, but the background queue still processes each job sequentially. Simultaneously, LM Studio is running through all 10 image generations. You can see the progress ongoing. Essentially, 2 processes are running at once. LM Studio generates the text prompts, passes them to the ComfyUI MCP server, and then each image is generated one by one. Although this demo uses random text prompts created by the language model, the concept applies broadly. Imagine using a mobile phone connected to your ComfyUI MCP server instead of LM Studio. You could walk around outside, generate images directly from your phone, and avoid building complex mobile apps or dealing with intricate setups. This approach makes ComfyUI far more accessible, using just your local resources across multiple channels, not limited to LM Studio or specific tools. After generating the 10 images, check LM Studio again. Imagine having a custom client app or mobile app handling this. All the progress updates and final images appear neatly. I prompted the model again to use the View Image tool shown here. When triggered, the MCP server gathers all the data and presents it in a human-readable format. Here, you see images with various themes based on random prompts, all generated using Z-Image Turbo. You can also ask for the full URL links of each image with a simple prompt. Imagine embedding these links in your own app or sharing them with other MCP client AI agents. The possibilities are endless. Notice that all my requests were natural language, short, and simple. I didn't type lengthy prompts asking for standard formats or specific returns. I just gave basic instructions, and through tool calling, the language model understood which tools to use, running the appropriate workflow to generate images and then viewing them with specific functions. All of this stems from simple text prompts creating 10 images in batch. Back to ComfyUI. If you've created custom workflows and want to integrate them into the MCP server, how do you make the server understand your workflow? For example, with these images, I dragged out parameters like width and height set to 720p in LM Studio. These can be configured dynamically via the MCP server. Similarly, values like denoise numbers or sampling steps in the ksampler node can be made configurable. By default, when you save and export a JSON workflow, everything, including text prompts, custom node values, width, and height, is hard-coded. For instance, the text prompt for this image, custom node settings, and the 720p resolution are fixed. However, when preparing workflows for the MCP server, the author provides examples in the workflow subfolder showing how to set dynamic parameters. Follow this text format for any configuration you want to accept dynamic input from the MCP server. This allows text prompts or other values to be filled dynamically by language models or AI agents performing tool calls. The format uses param sows followed by the data type and the parameter name. For example, param star scheduler indicates a string type scheduler parameter named scheduler. Thus, when the MCP server integrates with AI agents capable of tool calling, these input parameters become dynamically configurable by the user. In my case, the Z-image turbo image generation workflow includes parameters like width, height, and text prompts. Looking at the JSON file, I first saved it in ComfyUI by enabling developer mode, then exported it as an API format. Next, using a text editor like Notepad, I customized the input parameters. Instead of hard-coded numbers for width and height, I replaced them with input parameter placeholders. Now, when the MCP server exposes this workflow as a tool calling function, AI agents recognize these values as user configurable during runtime. So, width and height are now defined as integer parameters, and the text prompt area, linked to the text clip encoder, becomes another dynamic input parameter. In my first generation, I used 720p resolution, but the text prompts were generated by the language model itself. You can see the arguments for prompts, width, and height being passed dynamically, resulting in all images generated at 720p resolution. Honestly, once you understand the input format, this isn't too complex. Some people prefer string replacement in JSON files, but in my experience with MuStudio, I like using input-output brackets for each node title. This helps the MCP server and backend AI agents identify specific nodes since ComfyUI is node-based. It's easy to grab input text values or settings directly from the JSON. Either method works, but this GitHub repo ComfyUI MCP Server offers another convenient way to achieve dynamic parameter inputs for workflows. And that wraps up this video on alternative ways to use ComfyUI. It's no longer just about running ComfyUI statically or standalone. Nowadays, we can do much more than stay within the web browser and connect custom nodes. Instead, we can integrate ComfyUI as one tool within a larger system. Step back and view AI holistically, not just focusing on JSON files. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. See ya.